I just ordered a salad and it gave me chopsticks, which isn't great. Hopefully we'll have to do is give it a little rub like that, and you can see it actually starts to change into fork, which is much better.
Aussie fans, shh.
Hey everyone, welcome to another week of Aussie Fans. I think we're on week 28 now, which is mental. We're well past the halfway point of the year. I'm back in the office. Martin, say hi.
Hey!
Martin's on the camera today. This is a really fun trick. Let me show you how it works. You've already seen it on my social media or whatever. And there is a reason why today I'm wearing a black t-shirt, because it's another black art trick. So this is a little, well, it looks like a wand pouch, I guess. But this is a gimmick. I'm gonna show you. There's a fork taped to a little pouch, and these chopsticks are in the pouch, which means it probably won't look great right now because of the lighting. The fork is behind and I'm kind of holding it, and I can just push these chopsticks into the sleeve, and it gives that nice illusion of it changing slow motion, because if I cover the top and bottom, you don't really know whether my finger's here or here, which gives the impression that you're wiping it down instead of pushing them down. That's why I cover it with 2 fingers, not 1, so it covers that top bit, and I cover the bottom here, and it just goes into that as it changes into the fork. So how did I build this? Well, this fork could be a real fork, but this one's actually plastic. Doesn't really make a difference. And that's just got some insulation tape. And then this material is the same material we use all the time. It's that black art material. Martin's got a roll of it. You can buy it in sheets. I'll leave a link to where you can buy it. And I've just kind of made this little cylinder and literally taped it up with some black insulation tape. You can see it's pretty messy, but they're not gonna see it, so it doesn't matter. And then this is, I've actually taken like just a bit of card from, what packet? It was some packet of sweets, but I've taken a bit of card. That is just the length of the chopsticks, but it's the thickness of the top part of the fork, so it can cover it all on camera. Now obviously, you're not gonna be doing this at your walk around gig. This is very much a trick for social media, maybe Zoom show, but you've got to really be focused on the lighting. You might be a bit annoyed that it might not look great on your camera. So I'm gonna show you how to edit the video, because you might have something like this happen if your t-shirt's not a black. This one's been washed a few times, it's kind of over dyed, so it's more of a gray color now. And you can see there's a big difference between the black here and the black on my t-shirt. So if you're on an iPhone, you can actually do it straight from the app. You just wanna hit edit on the video and hit this button here, and then swipe across to black point, which is a circle with the black point in the middle. You're going to turn that up until you can't see the stuff around it anymore. And it kind of, I wouldn't suggest always doing this, like obviously control your lighting when you can, but when you're in a bar or something, it actually looks like it might just be darker in there, so it doesn't really make a difference. This would work great in like a nightclub or maybe like a Thai place where it's dark anyway. Yeah, I think it's a super visual effect. Again, I'll just show you the handling really quickly. Chopsticks go into the pouch, just a tiny bit, just so they're kind of guided in. And I'm holding the fork behind, just with my thumb. You want to make sure that your thumb's not like this, because otherwise part of your thumb's going to vanish in that black art. And make sure it's nice and lined up. So that's kind of the angle you want. You want to make sure there's a bit of this showing in the video. You could be sat behind a table, and the table would come up to here, which means you've got less to worry about. Line it up, take 2 fingers, and I'm just going to push it down at the same time as holding that in with my thumb. So you get the impression it's changing in slow motion. And also it means you can pass your hand behind the fork now, tap it, wave it in front of your face, so it kind of gives the impression there isn't any black art, because you're ending with that nice increment sort of showing the fork. You could also then detach it from the insulation tape, drop this, and then eat your food or your salad or whatever you want with it. I think it makes sense. I think it's one of those tricks that just makes sense. It's like, you know, chopsticks are difficult to use. I can use chopsticks, but not everyone can. Or if you can use chopsticks and you don't want people to know that you can't, for example, you could do what I did and say like, just bought a salad and it gave me chopsticks, which isn't very helpful. So a little way we changed into a fork, which is now much better, and you can go and eat your salad with the fork. That's what I really have to say about this trick. I hope you enjoy it. Just wanted to quickly give a shout to the deck of cards which I put out. Is on pre-order now, so you should totally check that out. They're nearly ready, they're nearly in my hands, and I'm going to ship them all out. There is a few left, there's a couple of hundred left, so if you want them, check them out. Also check out the merch that we dropped, the Aussie merch with like the cookies and cream logo. It looks really cool. I've ordered a few. Martin's got one on the way, haven't you?
I do.
There you go. And it should be good fun. So check that out. Have a great weekend, guys.
Aussie fans, shh.